All right, here we go. We are on distributing and factoring number 1. Now we are on the back side. So we have to go ahead and distribute, so we take turns distributing. So 5a times 8a would be 40a squared. 5 times 6 would be 30. A times b is ab. Negative 4b times 8a, so this would be negative 32 ab. Negative 4 times 6 would give me negative 24. B times b would give me b squared. 30ab minus 32ab, combine like terms, this would be negative 2ab, so 40a squared minus 24b squared. Number 12. Take turns distributing. So 6a times 7a would give me 42a squared. 6a times negative 6b would give me negative 36ab. Negative 8 times 7 would give me negative 56 ab. Negative 8 times negative 6, positive 48 b squared. If I combine like terms, negative 36, negative 56, that would give me negative, so that's 80, so 92 ab. So 42a squared minus 92ab plus 48b squared. So now we have to go ahead and factor. Factor means we see the largest number that can divide into both numbers. So I know 9 can go in, so I'm going to divide by 9. So 9 goes on the outside. So 81 divided by 9 is 9. 36 divided by 9 is 4. So there's a plus sign, so I'm going to put 4 here. There's my parenthesis. My letters are going to go here. So I have x to the 4th, and I have x squared. This has 4 x's, this has 2, so the most I can take out is 2 x's. So that would be 2x squared. Now this probably made more sense to my other classes. So I'm still really dividing. Let me rewrite this so I have more room. Sorry about that. So 9x squared on the outside. So I'm really dividing x to the 4 over x squared. So 4 minus 2 is really 2. So I have 2 left. Remember, if they're on top of each other, we subtract. X squared divided by x squared is just 1, so that goes away. Y4, Y2, that means I can take out 2 y's. If I divide by y squared, so 4 minus 2 is 2. Y squared divided by y squared gives me 1, so that's by itself. So this gives me my answer. Number 14. The largest number that can divide into these would be 3. So I know I can take a 3 out. I wrote it too close again. I'm going to get in trouble. Okay? So 3 divided by 3 is 1. 21 divided by 3 is 7. Plus in the middle, 7. There's 4 u's here, and there's 5 u's here. So I can take out 4. So if I divide this by 4, 4 minus 4 is 0. If I divide this by u4, 5 minus 4 is 1. So I'm left with 1 u here. This has v squared. This doesn't have any v's. So v squared stays here. This has nothing. Next one. Largest number that can divide into these. Let's see. I know 2 can go, 4, 6 can't, 8 can't. So 4 is the largest that I see. So I'm going to divide everything by 4. So I'm going to take out a 4. That means I'm left with negative 9 minus 10 and a plus 32. So I left space for my letters. So this has 4 y's, 5 y's, 4 y's. So the largest amount I can take out is 4. If I divide this by y4, that goes away. Divide this by y4. 5 minus 4 is 1, so there's 1 y left here. If I divide by y4, that goes away. This has 3 x's, 2 x's, no x's. So my x's stay where they're at. The largest number that can divide into here would be 2. So if I divide, I'm left with negative 3, positive 2, positive 8. This has 2 y's, 3 y's, 1 y, so I can take 1 y out. So if I divide by a y, so that would give me 1 left, so 2 minus 1 would give me 1, so I have 1 y left. If I divide by y here, 3 minus 1 would give me 2. If I divide by a y here, that goes away. This has an x, this doesn't, so the x stays here, and that's my answer. Let's see. What is the largest that can come out of these two? 7, so 6. So I can take a 6 out. That would leave me with 10. This would leave me with 7. So m to the 4, m squared. That means I can take 2 m's out. I had 4, I took 2 out, so I'm left with 2. I had 2 m's, but I took both out, so I have no more n's. N squared, n to the first, so I can only take 1 n out. So this would leave me with 1 n, this would leave me with no n's. They both have a p, so I can take a p out. That means that there's no p's left over on the inside. Number 18. 8 would be the largest that I could see, so I could take an 8 out. That would leave me with 8 and 5. I can't take an x out, and I can't take any variables out. They have nothing in common. Seven, 63, so I could take a 7 out, divide everything by 7. So that would leave me with 1. 63 divided by 7 is 9. 70 divided by 7 is 10. 2 x's, 2 x's, 2 x's, so I can actually take 2 x's out. That would be gone, that would be gone, that would be gone. This has 8 y's, 6 y's, 5 y's, so I can take 5 y's out. 8 minus 5 would be 3, so I'd have 3 y's left. 6 minus 5 would be 1. 5 minus 5 would be gone, so I don't have any more of those. 2z, 3z, 2, so I can take out 2 z's. So that would be gone, no more. I would have 1 left here, and I would have none here. Number 20. These have no numbers in common, so I take a 1 out. So what would be left would be a negative 7, 1, minus 8. 9 m's, 8 m's, 8 m's. So I can take 8 m's out. 9 minus 8 is 1 m. 8 minus 8, none. 8 minus 8, none. 5 ins, 2 ins, 1 in. So I can only take 1 in out. That would leave me with 4 ins here. This would leave me with 1 in here and no ins here. They all have at least a p, so I'm going to take a p out as well. So 3 minus 1 would be 2. So I didn't leave me much space. Took the p out, took the p out. So this is what I would be left with. And we are done.